There are kids in this world who are different, special. In this episode, I'll be breaking down the 13th episode of 6 Minutes Season 4, piece by piece. Well, hello, Review Bob listeners, it's your host, Landon Mueller. Now, we're here today to talk about episode 13 of 6 Minutes Season 4, called Out of the House Go River and Sam. Yes, I feel like fans will be so satisfied with this episode, especially the wonderful ending of this episode, the wonderful cliffhanger, and, it really, once again, opens a world of possibilities, and, perhaps a theory will be confirmed. I don't know, if necessarily it's a confirmation, but, an insight as to what is to come in this wonderful 6 Minutes universe. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Straight up evil Adam.
We don't have another option.
Except we do.
Which is what?
The CEO, who we presume is human, is Adam's boss? How long until Adam turns on him?
Pardon me, ladies and gentlebot. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it seems that Samantha and River have slipped away again.
Alright, so two things to talk about, but I'll, start off right away by saying that, yes, we have talked about this before, the idea that Adam might turn on Jude. It's very, very likely. We've seen that behavior out of Adam before, and, it's just his nature, to do things like that. He's Adam, and he doesn't really trust people, especially the state of, evil Adam. We had Bruce, which is a lot different from Adam, but now we have this, core evil Adam that is willing to do anything.
I do not just go around recording people without permission. Okay, sometimes I do.
Hey, no judgment. We don't know each other too well, but would you mind if I linked up to you and went through your audio files myself?
It's great to be back with Holiday, doing stuff like this. And she really cares about the kids. And, it's just great. She has been in this situation, running away. And, it's just very familiar to her, so yeah.
Playing back.
Sam, you ready to find out the truth about the Anders family?
I'm ready. I got the address.
Cool. Then as soon as we ditch Cybot, we'll pay a little visit to Jezebel Harrington.
Jezebel Harrington.
I can't remember how many episodes ago it was, when we last talked about Jezebel Harrington, this very interesting character, and, she kind of has this obsession, with the Anders family, but yeah, we finally get to go to Jezebel Harrington's house in this episode, something that I really never expected, but, she's just such a phenomenal character, and, such, phenomenal acting. I love it so much.
But what no one talked about was the sister.
Birdie or Holiday?
That one. There's zero record of her birth. She shows up out of nowhere and bad stuff follows.
What kind of bad stuff?
How does stealing a U.S. Army helicopter sound?
I really feel like these misconceptions are really going to affect Sam and River, and, how they view the Anders family, this evil family, in their eyes, because of all these terrible things they're hearing about them, and, that might, change their course of action, the things they're going to do, and, it's really going to be interesting.
A couple years later, James gets busted again, this time for breaking some psycho out of a Supermax prison.
No way.
So he's in jail?
Please. Right before his trial, a bunch of commandos show up and kidnap him.
I remember in 6 Minutes Out of Time, that was one of those, big cliffhangers that weren't picked up for a while. But, again, one of those things that are going to really affect Sam and River's perspective of the Anders. It's very, very interesting. A lot of, open and closed doors.
I interviewed a woman that worked for Dr. Anders years ago. She heard there was a secret room behind a wall in the doctor's office.
You know, it's interesting. We haven't been to Monica's office in a very, very long time. And, you know, at the same time, our perspectives of James and Monica have really grown. You know, we started off with this, you know, negative perspective, but, you know, that's really changed into, you know, a positive perspective of these, you know, wonderful parents. So, yeah, I mean, it's just great.
Shall we find the secret room?
And get far away from any big, scary octopeds? Sure.
You try that wall. I'll try here.
What am I looking for?
I don't know. Maybe a panel?
You know, when we think of River, we think of this very strong, rebellious teenager, which is true for the most part, but there are also parts of River that aren't so strong, you know, which is okay. And, you know, maybe he isn't developed in those parts, which is also okay.
Oh my gosh!
What happened? Is another spider?
No.
Here. Lean on the wall.
Okay. Whoa!
Sam, look! It's a secret room!
Yes, the question really comes down to, you know, are Sam and River indeed James and Monica? That would explain so much about the story. And, you know, fans have had this theory for, you know, a while now, you know, ever since, you know, River and Sam were introduced to the story. And I feel like it is a very likely theory. I haven't really talked about it much, but, you know, it makes a lot of sense. And I feel like, you know, that is just a great theory, a very interesting theory, but a great theory.
River? I think...
Well, the alarm system works.
Yes, another great 6 minutes cliffhanger. You know, there's just so much to think about over the course of the next week. And, you know, I've heard that there is going to be a very special episode up next in the 6 Minutes world. So thank you all so much for listening. Until next time, this is Landon saying peace, love, and time travel.